Hello. You're tuning into the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's first topic. They're making more excuses for Mahomes. At the detriment of Lamar Jackson. Let me be real with y'all real quick, right? I'm going to play a clip from First Take, and I believe it was three people. It was Swagoo, it was Stephen A. Smith, and it was Mad Dog Russo. And they were pretty much saying, who do you trust more going into the playoffs? And everybody got, their reasoning. And they said, Pat is the best quarterback in the league. You know what I'm saying? And look, Pat, because of his accomplishments right now, is. His resume is. It just is what it is. But I want y'all to hear, right? Because look, if I'm picking a quarterback, I'm picking Lamar 100 times out of 100 times. But you have to respect resume. And once Lamar gets that Super Bowl on his resume, then he goes from 2 to 1. You understand where I'm coming from? But we're going to want to listen to what Stephen A. had to say. And the absolute drivel that this man had to spew about Lamar Jackson and what's it called? And Patrick Mahomes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it, and then we're going to break it down, all right? Without further ado, let's get this party started.
Well,
and Mahomes is the best quarterback.
Listen, here is the absolute correct answer to this question. It's Patrick Mahomes. It's just that it's the Baltimore Ravens. Mm-hmm. Because the one thing that Patrick Mahomes can't do is catch the damn ball.
Hold on. He can't catch the ball? Oh! You've been expecting Lamar to do that all the time during his entire career. You remember what? Listen, this is the same man that with all the drops, Stephen A. said it did not matter. He needed to find a way to win the game. This is the same Stephen A. I digress. Let's continue.
We have no faith in the Kansas City Chiefs because we don't believe in their receivers. I mean, damn it, they don't know how to line up properly and align themselves properly, let alone catch the damn football. And so when you have that as a problem, we have no reason to have faith. We look at Travis Kelce, he's a future Hall of Famer, a two-time champion, arguably the greatest tight end in the history of the game. And this is a guy that people are wondering whether or not he's going to retire after the season is over, because how badly does he want to? I'm not saying that. I'm just talking about people who have been saying that with the reports. I don't know that. I did not ask Travis Kelce that. Having said all of that, it's really about the fact that the Baltimore Ravens look so much better than the Kansas City Chiefs. But we all know there's no way that anybody with sense could say you would take Patrick Mahomes over Lamar. You would take Lamar Jackson over Patrick Mahomes.
Lamar.
Nobody could say that.
Why can nobody say that? Why? Patrick Mahomes. Let me finish.
I got the numbers here.
Yeah.
I got the number. History does matter, and I got to give Doggy credit for this. Histories matter. Let me help you out here, Swagoo. Patrick Mahomes 11-3 postseason record. Lamar Jackson 1-3. 5 conference championships. Lamar Jackson 0. 3 Super Bowl appearances. Lamar Jackson 0. Completion percentage in the postseason 67%. Lamar Jackson at 56%. Passing yards per game. Patrick Mahomes at 292. Lamar Jackson's at 225. Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna stop it right there, because this is why I do not like Stephen A. at all. That's why I don't like him. So he's leaving out a plethora of things, and this year has proved all those things to be factual. Let's start breaking it down. Number one, Patrick Mahomes has Andy Reid as his head coach. One of the greatest offensive minds to ever grace the NFL. One of the most creative minds to ever grace the NFL. Okay, that's what he had as his coach. Number two, he had Eric Bieniemy, one of the best offensive coordinators in the NFL now, right? And it's shown that he had Sam Howell leading the league in passing yards at one point. Sam Howell. He's so bad, you got to howl and you say his name. Sam Howell. That's how bad he is. What else did Patrick Mahomes have at his disposal? At the time when he was winning these Super Bowls, he had the number 1 rated offensive line in the league for pass pro. You understand where I'm coming from? So he had a lot of time to sit back there in the pocket. Okay, you're going to keep doing that. Okay, no problem. We're going to keep going. He had Travis Kelce, the best receiving tight end we've ever seen. Jesus God. And to put the icing on the cake, to make my point even more valid, to drive the point home, the second option on that team was Tyreek, oh my God, Hill. I want to remind you, Tyreek Hill was with a lesser quarterback was on pace to put up 2,000 yards, which is still available for him to do if he plays in the last game of the season. Because if he puts up 200 and something yards, he leaves with 2,000 yards receiving. Back-to-back 1,700 plus yard receiving seasons. I believe he's the first person in NFL history to do so. And that was Kansas City's second option. Not one, two. Think about how good your second option is. You had the greatest tight end of all time, and you have Tyreek Hill, who has turned out to be the best receiver in the league, hands down. And he was your second option. And you have the unmitigated gall to then use that as a crutch against Lamar Jackson. And now you're saying, oh, well, it's because the Baltimore Ravens are so much better than the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs have been better than the Baltimore Ravens for years. Years. When the run game was suffering in Baltimore, you know what you said? Lamar, go get those yards. When the O-line wouldn't block, y'all said, Lamar, you got to dip, dive, duck, and dodge out of the way and go make a play. When the receivers would drop the ball, you say, hey, you still got to trust those guys. When his play caller was calling absolute drivel, you know what you said? Check out of it. You're the quarterback. When they went surrounded with talent, you know what you said? Hey, you're the quarterback. Go be a GM and go get guys to join Baltimore. That's what was said. Now, Patrick Mahomes is going through some of the problems that Lamar has had to deal with since he's been in the league. And y'all are like, oh, poor Patrick, Patty. Come here. Rest your curls on my shoulder, right? Don't worry. You just have to calm down, Pats. Okay? We're going to pat all that pain away, and we're going to take you Mahomes. They sitting there singing this. Listen. Patrick Mahomes, because of his accomplishments, right, has to be regarded as the number one quarterback in the league right now. He's a two-time MVP, two-time Super Bowl MVP, two-time champion. He's thrown for 5,000 yards, his 50 touchdown passes, all that stuff. He is right now number one. But Lamar has, in my book, Lamar's always been one, but he doesn't have the accomplishments to back up that point. That's fact. You understand where I'm coming from? But once Lamar gets that Super Bowl, oh, the conversation is going to switch. And they're seeing that the conversation is going to switch. So what they're now trying to do is make up excuses why Patrick Mahomes cannot right now go against Lamar Jackson and say, oh, well, if he beats him, it's because his team is so much better. You never said that when it was the other way around. You just said Lamar has to figure out a way. When his guys are dropping passes in the Stephen A. said when they were dropping passes in the Titans game, he said it didn't matter. Lamar Jackson's the MVP. He has to figure out a way. That's what he said. Go back and watch First Take when it happened. Y'all lucky I don't have the audio for it. But you can go back and look it up. That's a problem. That's what he was saying. So what you have is a man making all the excuses for one player to go against another who now is going to be a two-time MVP. Right? And you're like, oh, well, I don't trust him in the playoffs because he's been bad in the playoffs. There's no context to his performances in the playoffs. All the drops in the Titans game. The bad weather game that him and Josh Allen both had bad passing yards and stuff like that. Why? Because it was a bad weather game. You couldn't throw the ball. And it was wet, if I'm not mistaken, or snow, one of the two. Y'all forget that? Oh, y'all forgot that. Yeah. That's a problem to me. Like, it's so ridiculous, man. Like, Lamar has to do so much more. Listen, they're talking out of their minds about a two-time now league MVP. Listen, I don't want to hear Stephen A. say nothing. Because I know what they're going to say if and when Lamar Jackson wins the Super Bowl and Super Bowl MVP. They're going to say, well, I mean, he's all that, but I'd still take Joe Burrow. That's just my opinion and stuff like that, even though Joe Burrow doesn't have everything that he has, right? You're going to say, I'm telling y'all that's coming. That is coming. And you know what he's going to say? Well, that's my opinion, my choice. You can't get mad at my opinion and choice. But you would say the reason why you didn't pick Lamar like that is not because of all the stuff that you're opinionated. You say, oh, because of all these other reasons. Makes no sense. None. But when we get there, we're going to cross that bridge because you know it's coming. And Lamar is focused like a laser. He's not saying nothing. He's just focused. He's gazing into the darkness, and he's refusing to blink. He knows what's at stake. He knows what they say about him. And based on what the team has been saying for the past 3 weeks, they hear everything that the media has been levying to the fan bases. As a fact, let me stand over here real quick. Ah! Got me tripping. Had to fly off the screen, slap that man Stephen A real quick. Like imagine what Patrick Mahomes has had to work with thus far. And your excuse is that now because he doesn't have the star receivers that he had before, that it's not fair because they're not lining up right, that they're not doing what they need to do, that they're dropping the ball. Lamar's dealt with all of that. He's dealt with that this year. And after that game, y'all said that Lamar did not earn or was worth the money that the Baltimore Ravens paid him. Oh. But I digress. But what do you guys think? Do you agree that Patrick Mahomes is getting unnecessary baby treatment to his already shampooed, curly, head and shoulders head? Let me know what you think down in the comment section, please. Because it's getting tired in these streets, bro. It's getting real tired in these streets. But as always, this is an episode of the Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. Y'all know how we get down. We have fun and we laugh, but everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. You know, love the comments. And if you have not done so already, check out the Wunderkind Show's Patreon. Yes, 3 tiers of content goodness waiting for your consumption. Give it a look, give it a try, let me know what you think. And if you would like to donate to the channel, help out with equipment and stuff like that, bottom of the screen, QR codes to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. And the name of it is The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. This your host, Niko, signing off. And as always, you guys know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yeah.